Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City of Roses. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Smith. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. Gets around him. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
Here's Smith. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Here's Riddick. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lumberjacks are on the board first here this afternoon.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
Here comes Jonathan Tanner and his teammates.
Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
And Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Chargers offense back onto the field.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Farrell.
And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Farrell. This is caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lumberjacks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 21-0 our score after 1.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 23. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, Farrell, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 174, just 1 shy of Emmitt Smith in 2nd place.
And the Lumberjacks continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So out come the Chargers.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Farrell.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one.
To throw again on second down. Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, Smith. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw on second down. Farrell, he finds his man, complete. That's Graves. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On first and 10, Farrell.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down. Farrell.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bishop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores. Probably going to have to.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll run on first down. It's Bishop. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Second down and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
York able to send this one through.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Farrell.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Farrell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Graves.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. Farrell. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Farrell. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kenneth Murray.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 27, Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing again is Smith. And this one complete to Simpson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Smith. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. And this one is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On first down, it's Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chargers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Farrell. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Touching. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw is Smith. Over the middle. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 4th down, Farrell going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.